As you know, I posted a video a few days ago regarding the outcome of the election, and as many of you may have heard, the press has declared that that Biden is the winner. And I wanted to come on this camera today and reinforce and double down what the Lord has spoken to me and what He has revealed to me.
The Electoral College is moving forward with this process. President-elect Biden will be president of the United States.
The only date that matters in the Constitution is January 20th. So all this other stuff, December 14th with the Electoral Colleges, all this stuff, and you can even see it in historical instances with Al Gore versus Bush and all that stuff. These things can be overturned. There's active cases and litigation going on, and so it's far from over. And so once January 20th comes around, obviously we will have a sitting president, and at that time, everyone will be humbled in some way. Everybody will be humbled because they took a side or they had such a strong opinion, only to have had such a reversal with that. And he knew from the beginning of his life, our life, who's going to be president at 2016 all the way to 2024. And that right now is going to be President Trump. And people are going to regret, and they're going to reject who God has anointed. God has anointed, and He's appointed Trump. And you have all these people like myself and all their prophetic voices that are declaring that he is the chosen person for this time and place. If you've been following me this whole week as well as the last couple of months, you know what's been on my heart, and it's that the Lord has anointed and has appointed Trump to be a president a second term. It's not 2024. It's right now in the next couple of weeks. And I've given a lot of prophetic word, and a lot of dreams, and a lot of different things throughout the last couple of months. And it's all leading up to what's coming up in January 20th. And so I've said this many times before, but please reserve throwing your stones at me until January 20th, because right now, more than ever, the Lord has made it so clear to me what is about to come to pass. What the Lord is doing, and I've been saying this in one of my videos, I talk about what the Lord is doing in the next 30 days. I have that on January 20th, and it would go up to December 20th up to January 20th. And I'm going to reiterate, I've never said anything about January 6th being the end date. The end date is January 20th. And it's all leading up to what's coming up in January 20th. And so I've said this many times before, but please reserve throwing your stones at me until January 20th, because right now, more than ever, the Lord has made it so clear to me what is about to come to pass. If it doesn't come to pass, then woe to me, even as I'm uttering these words. And I'm very confident in what the Lord has been saying to me and what He's been speaking to me. And I want to double down on that. I want to triple down on that. And I want to just tell you, whenever we meet God face to face, He will tell you Chris was right, and the people that were against him were wrong. That I still stick to is that Trump will be reelected, and he will have a second term in this year, this season of the next 4 years, not 2024, this year. So those are three things. And he also showed me that January 20th was significant. So that date I've stated, and I'm holding to that, but it's different than what I had thought previously, because I thought that Trump would just come about, and that's what it is. So I've asked the Lord about that, and I'll actually just quickly clarify that. I asked the Lord about that yesterday. I said, Lord, what was significant about yesterday? It seemed like it was not what I thought it would be, as well as many other people. The word He gave me to encourage me was, yesterday was significant. I gave that to you, but the day yesterday was, what He gave me was, it was the day that He allowed the shackles of this nation to be broken. I'm again telling you all this ahead of time so you would know that this is from God. And for many of you, you're going to come to revival that way. And again, for other people, which is the other, lowly group that I'm really sorry I can't do much for, is that you will refuse to believe it. You'll still curse. You'll gnash your teeth. You're going to throw stones. Reserve throwing your stones at me until January 20th, even all the way through when Trump begins his presidency. And so, saying all this now, and many of you are going to still gnash your teeth, which is fine, but I do want to ask, is there a way that you can be patient? Is there a way that you can go to the Lord? Because I've clearly stated yesterday was a big day. It's past, and that first prophetic word I gave came to pass. It was a significant day,
It's not 2024. It's right now in the next couple of weeks.
And now what you're going to see, because the military has been now established as being a power, that is going to begin a process of establishing Trump as the president. The end date is January 20th. So if anything, it is a cascading effect that has actually allowed the inauguration or the proper establishment of Trump being the president again. So we may not see it visibly, but it is a process. So if anything, that prophetic word has come to pass or is beginning to come to pass, meaning that Trump will be in his second term. And at that time, everyone will be humbled in some way. Everybody will be humbled because they took a side or they had such a strong opinion, only to have had such a reversal with that. And he knew from the beginning of his life, our life, who's going to be president at 2016 all the way to 2024. And that right now is going to be President Trump. And people are going to regret and they're going to reject who God has anointed. God has anointed and he's appointed Trump. And you have all these people like myself and all their prophetic voices that are declaring that he is the chosen person for this time and place.